I'm going to have a look, an inbox preview look at this kit here, which is the Airfix Models 1/72 scale Angel Interceptor. It looks like our kit number is going to be A02026, and we can see the really nice artwork from the Captain Scarlet series here, and we've got like foreign information here, and it looks like we've got cartographed decals. Here's the side of the box, and this side here, it's funny, it's kind of reversed, but it gives us some information on the aircraft here, which is really cool to know this sort of information. And on the bottom, we've got just a clutter of different like kits and stuff from Airfix. And I'm going to have a look at this kit, but when I'm done going through it, we'll kind of compare it to this kit here, which I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It's like IMAI here is the company. They do a few different Captain Scarlet vehicles. They've got like the figures of like each of the characters in that, and I've built one in the past, but I want to kind of just compare this one. But this one I've already built, and it's all prepped and ready to like get painted in that, so we can just compare it a little bit. But we'll go into this kit now. So you get their super nice glossy box, and then here's our kit here, which is kind of like old school Airfix. I don't know when this originally came out. I will put it in the description though, when it was originally released. And then you've got your little like club pamphlet there. So to start off with, we will look at the instructions. So you get a huge, well, there's like a huge write-up on it here. That's really cool. It would have been nice to have all that info, like, you know, when you were watching the show like years ago. And all of our different languages here and our stuff there, and then our basic, I don't think this is a snap together. This is, yeah, this looks like a glue kit. It's just not very many parts. So you've got your fuselage there and other pieces. This I really like. I think on the other one, it was like you have to paint this red, and this is, I think this is a little easier way of doing it, because it's not that easy on the other kit, I believe. And then here's our aircraft. And then we've got, I really like this. I think I've mentioned it before in a video, but I really like how it's just like a paper instruction, but then it's in color. Like, I don't need a super glossy instruction or anything like that. Then you've got your color here. Does it say if it's in scale or not? It doesn't say, but I wonder if this is actually in scale in 1/72 scale, because you could use this actually as a masking template there. If it is in scale, I don't know if it is or not. So they don't, I'm trying to remember on the show, because it's been a while since I've seen it, but it just says Angel Interceptor. I don't know if each one of the angels has their own fighter, like, because I can't remember all of their names. They have those like funny names that the way they do them in the show, but like I remember Destiny Angel, and I don't know if it's written under the canopy, and then also there's a tail number. So whose ever aircraft this is, if I don't know if it makes a difference if they just use whatever like rando plane, but otherwise you're stuck with whatever angel flies this particular plane. It's just something I thought I would mention. We'll look at the decal sheet here. It looks pretty good. It's a dull, typical Airfix. This is more typical of their older style decal, I believe. I don't know if they do them exactly the same anymore, but it did say Cartograph did the decal sheet, but I didn't think Cartograph did their stuff like this with a dull finish on it. So it looks pretty good. And if you have the Tamiya tape and you wanted to paint this, you just put the Tamiya tape over this, and you can cut it out That stuff is actually transparent. So nice sheet there. I'm glad they included that and they didn't force you to paint the big A. So we'll look at the parts here now. I've actually been looking for this kit for quite a while because I've had the other one for a long time. I've had it for a few years. And then I don't think I'll bother getting this out. You can see the canopy. It's just like old. It's just an older mold, so it's not super clear or anything. But it's really nice. Like this is all raised here. It'd be super easy to put a mask around that. So there's that. We'll look at our kit here. Yeah, this is like, it's sort of like typical older Airfix. There's like, you know, problems I would say in the molding there. But that's probably from, you know, this being re-released and that. If you had the original, it might be a little crisper. A little bit of sink mark there. But it looks okay. There's all your panel lines. And everything is raised. Whoop, just nothing inside, so there's like no cockpit detail except for that decal. And we'll put that there, and then here's our tail. There's quite a bit of cleanup on here because of course these are super sleek interceptor aircraft, so you want them to be as clean as possible. This might be a candidate for a rescribe if you really want to. Yeah, the huge like ejector pin markings on there. We'll have a look here. Yeah, it looks alright. I knew that it was a cheaper kit when I picked it up. And then here's our little angel there, but I mean, I don't know if those are kind of masculine features, I think, for one of the angels. It would have been cool if they would have actually made a unique one that didn't have the helmet on and it actually had hair like a female. It would have been kind of neat. And then here's our Airfix. Oh, okay. So it does say in there 1980 when this was produced. It's actually not that old, considering how old Airfix is of a company. Of course, I don't know when that show actually came out. I've watched it. I've seen the series, but I've never. I have no idea when it came out because it came out long before I was born, I'm sure. So here's the other company. These are your only two options in styrene injection plastic. So here's the other one, and it's about ready to go. You can see the like they wanted you to put the like the decal right on there, like very old sort of technology, and you really had to like this was a very poor build, and it's that typical Japanese like really hard plastic too. But the Airfix one, if we can kind of... One other thing is, I think, I'm not positive, but I think this was a scale off. It wasn't actually 1/72nd scale. It was like I don't think 76. It was like 1/70th or something. But you can see here the comparison. The lines and the stuff they look pretty much identical. I mean, I'm hoping, because I will build this, I'm hoping this one builds quite a bit better, but there's that tail piece that came off. And you can see the difference in size, but you can see the panel lines and stuff. The panel lines are very close, but if you look at the shape, how it's rounded here and how it's flat here, you'd have to really go off of the show if you watch the show. But I think this Airfix one looks pretty good. It's going to be an interesting build. And of course, it's probably a little easier to get than the other one, but I don't think I would pay what they ask for this one. I would probably try and get the Airfix one a little bit cheaper. And I would probably definitely, if you're going to rescribe and do a lot of work, I would probably do it to the Airfix one personally. So anyways, this is just the Airfix Models 1/72 scale Angel Interceptor from the Captain Scarlet TV series. And thank you for watching.